Happy Mother's Day, moms, and welcome to a very special Mommy Helper Show. On today's show, you're going to learn how to live outside your comfort zone, and guess what? You're really going to love it. First up, pole dance or Bhangra, your way to fitness. A professional pole dancing instructor shows you the tricks of her trade, and a Bollywood diva teaches you how to stay fit while having fun. Next, learn how to talk to your teens. Get the inside scoop on what's going on in your child's life with a few tips from a holistic coach. And last, do you really want to test your limits? Well, I sure did during a class at the world-famous New York Trapeze School. Watch how aerial acrobatics kind of made me look like a clown in the sky. So sit back and relax because this entire week is all about you on the Mommy Helper Show. So mom, you want a knockout figure and you want to have fun getting it. Well, either hoist a stripper pole in your living room or pump up some desi beats. This week, you're going to get some sexy pole dancing lessons and get your midsection blasted with Bollywood dance. Check this out.
Well, pole dancing is extremely empowering. You feel sexy, you feel empowered. You're able to interpret music in your own way. Pole dancing is great because a lot of women think that they have to be trained dancers to pole dance, and that's contrary to the truth. It's pole dancing. When you do pole dance, you do it offbeat, so you can interpret music any which way you want to, and the slower it is, the better it looks. And it strengthens your body in ways that it makes you so strong that you cannot attain that at a gym at all. For a mom that's in a rut, pole dancing is a way where a woman can come into the studio for an hour and just be herself and try to explore her sensuality and not have anybody judge you for it. Not only do you do that, but you also get a workout out of it. So you kill two birds with one stone, why not? Well, moms, if you guys are interested in pole dancing, I suggest you put a pole in your house, put on some shoes, and try these lovely techniques I'm going to show you. The first thing you're going to do is this is called the modified fireman spin. It's the first spin that you're going to learn anywhere, whether you go to a pole dancing studio or you try this at home. This is the first thing that you should try. You're going to take your right hand is going to come up really high. Your left arm is going to be a little bit above head level, and you're going to try to lift your body weight up. This is going to help your core, and it's also going to help your arms. So you're going to try to lift. Shoulder blades are going to come and back and down. You're going to bring your shoulders back and down, up, and bring your toes as close to your butt as possible. Now you're going to make this sexy by sliding down slowly and bringing your booty out and up when you come up. So once you've accomplished this, the next move is going to be adding a spin momentum to this move. You're going to start, your momentum is going to come from your outside leg. So your right hand is going to come up really, really high. You're going to come to the side of the pole this time. You're going to bring your right leg forward. Your left leg is going to whip. So your momentum is going to come from your left leg. So I'm going to whip my left leg around, grab the pole, then get into that same position we just went over. So it looks like this. So I'm stepping, I'm whipping, I'm grabbing, I'm jumping, and booty comes out. The next move I'm gonna teach you guys is going to be how to climb the pole. Every woman always wants to learn how to climb the pole and climb it sexy. So this is gonna take you a little bit of time to master, but once you get it, it's gonna be beautiful. And it's gonna do awesome for your body. So you're gonna take your right leg is going to hook like so. I'm going to take my left arm is gonna come up high. I'm going to bring my left leg forward. It's gonna go right in front of my right leg. So I'm gonna pull. Now my stomach comes to the pole. I'm gonna reposition my hands. Knees come to the chest. Push up. Push up. Again. As you guys get stronger in practice, here's another move you can try. It's just your basic invert. I'm a lefty, so I actually invert with my left. So I'm gonna take the pole, I'm gonna bring it inside my armpit. My left arm is gonna be a little bit above head level, not too high. I'm going to bring my hips up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna lift first, lift, and slowly come down. I hope to see you here soon at La Femme Fitness and Dance, located in Guttenberg, New Jersey. Or if you're not close to Guttenberg, New Jersey, definitely try the nearest pole dancing classes in your area.
If you've had kids and you feel your stomach is still a little flabby, Cardio Bollywood is actually very, very helpful in the sense we do a lot of inner movements where we push in and push out, where your belly gets a lot of workout. We increase your legs up and down, where again you work up your abs a lot. And it's actually fun and you don't get stressed out thinking you're actually going to lose it or not, because in due time you actually just lose it. So the dance is filled with Bollywood steps, very generic Bollywood steps, but how we twist it in is we add the cardio in it. So we do a lot of lunges, or we'll do a lot of hand movements up and down, or we'll do a lot of kicks up and down. But it's all to Bollywood music, so people who love it enjoy every minute of it. All right, moms, if you're at home and you want to do a little bit of workout, here are about 10 tips you can do, and you lose all that fat. Here we go. We're going to start with the footwork. Crossover, and 1, and 2, and 3. Here we go. Again, repeat. We're going to add some hands, very simple hands. You're going to roll it in. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And push, push, over, 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 over. Work your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Now bring it up. 1. Bring it in. Bring it in. Work your leg. Bring your knee. Bring your knee in. Awesome. Put it in. You know the belly belly move. 1, 2. Here we go. Slow parts. You're going to stretch it out a little. Stretch it over. Other side. Again. Last time. Here we go. We're going to do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work it out right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, 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 step. Energy. Increase the energy. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Shoulder, shoulder, knee. Work it out right here. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, and double. Double your arms. You're working it all up here. Feel the burn. And 5, and 6, and 7. Here we go. Lift it up. Make sure your body is straight. Switch your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Add your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Take it easy. Catch your breath. Keep stepping though. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna repeat the roll. Step, step, step. Get the energy up. And open your arm. Up, 2, 3. Shoulders. Good job, good job. And 5, and 6, and 7. Switch it up. Down low, work your back. Up, and down. And up. Awesome. Down, and up. Work it all, work it all. Awesome. Step, over, step. Good job. I'm sure you feel the burn already. I know I do.
As a mom, you look at your child and you hope and wish the best for them every single day, especially when they walk out the door to go to school. And the days come when they walk back into that door and something doesn't seem right. We're sitting here today with BJ Minas, who is a life coach. When you look at your child, you always want the best for them. Mm-hmm. And I find myself telling my kids a lot of the things my parents told me. Mm-hmm. And I catch myself because I realized how it used to make me feel. But then I don't know any other type of communication. How can a mother break what the traditions they come from and really open up those lines of communication between their child and themselves?
I think the kind of simple answer to that is they have to know who they are. Particularly mothers, if they have daughters, need to know who they are, what they believe, what their values are.
So when you say they, you mean the daughter or the mother?
The mother.
The mother needs to be set.
Because the mother essentially is a role model for the daughter.
Okay.
And so we kind of have our first teachers at home.
Yeah.
Regardless of however young we are, our first teachers are really at home. And so as parents, we become those teachers. And sometimes, we don't anticipate that that's the role we have. But if we look at child development, if we look at what happens to kids as they become teenagers, they very much do have their first role models at home.
Wow. Yeah. But now what if you have a son?
I think the role of both parents is very important because sons learn how to treat women through their mother.
Exactly.
And through their father. So I think both parents have a very essential role to play. But it has to be a role that they're consciously aware of. I think we can find ourselves parenting very subconsciously. And so we parent like our parents parented.
Yes.
Or our grandparents parented. So we have a legacy of parenting that we carry with us. But we don't always know we have that until we do something or our kids do something that we don't like. And then we suddenly realize that we're not happy about this, where did this behavior come from? It's not how we do things in our home. And so I think it's very important to know what that legacy is and what it means to us before we pass it on.
But that's the thing, I don't know any other legacy, so I catch myself saying children should be seen and not heard, and I know in this day and age that's ridiculous. It may have worked in the 70s and the 80s, but it's definitely not working in this generation. How do I break the negative patterns that were instilled in me? I don't know anything else.
I think discussion is crucial, and I think one of the things that I would say to parents is that before you go on to have children or once you do have children, it's really important to have that conversation, not just about their physical well-being, but emotionally too. So having those discussions around what do we both believe about education, what do we believe about certain careers, what do we believe in terms of discipline. Because if those
So you and your partner should have this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think where we have extended family networks, where we have grandparents living in the same household or nearby, or relatives, or very close family friends, because again, in some cultures, the friends also become like family and they take on those roles.
Sure.
And so you get a lot of opinions about parenting that you don't realize you have until you're parenting and your children are in your home
Yeah.
and saying, you're saying this and granddad's saying this or grandmother's saying this. So I think it's really important to have that conversation. Otherwise, you're giving kids mixed messages.
Yeah.
And they're already getting many mixed messages from not just their peer group, but from the environment outside of the home.
How do I teach my children to be comfortable enough to talk to me that if they want to date, or if they are, somebody approaches them with drugs in school, how do I get them comfortable enough to talk to me about it? And how am I comfortable enough to respond?
Right. I think when you're having those conversations with your partner, when you're having those conversations in the wider family situation, and they're done very casually because you don't have a crisis at the time, I don't think it's a good time to have the discussion about drugs when there's a drug issue in the home.
Yeah, you kind of want to supersede that.
It's nice to have that discussion beforehand.
Right.
It's nice to have, as I say, your finger on the pulse with your children from a very young age. And so we create those levels of awareness and understanding by having those conversations regularly. There are many ways of informally having that conversation. You can be watching a movie and something comes up and then you use it as an opportunity to have a discussion with your child. You can be going for a walk, you can be going for a car ride, dropping them off, picking them up, great opportunities to talk to children, doing things that, knowing your child intrinsically better than anyone. Because it matters that you know them, because then you know when is a good time to have a chat. You know when is a good time to know, what, they don't look comfortable in themselves, something's happened at school. Right. And I think when children are very young, bullying can be an issue. They can have issues around self-esteem. And when we look at research, so research is very powerful. These are real issues for children in schools. And they don't just happen in high school, they happen all the way through. And they go on into college. And if we don't tackle these issues earlier, they raise their heads later on. And it's much harder then to resolve issues, particularly around mental health, where there may be mental health challenges in the home. If these if all of these discussions become taboo, the child learns not to say anything.
Hey moms, talk about pushing yourself to the limit. How about flying way up in the sky over some amazing traffic in New York City? Well, I'm sitting here today at the Trapeze School of New York with Nolan McHugh. He's the media director, all right, at Trapeze School. And tell me, Nolan, why would anyone want to do this?
I mean, why wouldn't they, honestly? It's flying trapeze. It's a whole new experience. It's a whole new approach to fitness and getting a view of the city in a whole different way. And yeah, I mean, it's just everything that you may or may not have tried something like it before, but you haven't tried this. So.
But this is something you're supposed to go see in the circus, not something you're supposed to do.
Right, but something to consider is, you think about it like, oh, that's completely unapproachable, and then you realize, I actually can do this, because basically everything in a class is all about timing and listening to the instructors, and so it's not necessarily a fitness requirement at first. You just do what the instructor says when he says to do it, and once you've accomplished the knee hang trick, which is the first trick you learn, basically you understand, I can do flying trapeze, and what's keeping me from my real dreams and aspirations out in the world,
So it's kind of a gateway to getting what you really want out of life. Wow, well, look at that. Who knew that flying over the West Side Highway would lead you to the dreams and life that you want, Mom? Are you listening to this? So Nolan, you keep on talking about this fitness aspect. What works when you're hanging from the sky? What are you doing to your body?
Well, basically, when you jump off, you are hanging from your arms here, and then they hang straight, and it's all about supporting underneath here. So you work those lats, you work those shoulders. The first trick, as I said, is a knee hang, and when you take your first swing out, you crunch up into a ball to hook your legs over, which is working your abs.
Oh, okay.
And then when you come back and release your hands, you're engaging your back and reaching out for that flying trapeze catcher. And so really, it's just all over.
So you're engaging your mind, you're engaging your body. Tell me about your spirit. What happens when you're soaring through the sky?
I mean, you're flying. You look around, you see this amazing view of the Freedom Tower, of the Hudson River, the West Side Highway. I mean, you look around and, being in New York, you're really clumped in with a lot of people all over the place. And so to have that freedom and openness out here is just, it's liberating. And it's just, I don't know, it makes you really just kind of take a breath,
It really does. Now, you had mentioned to me before that this is not just an adult activity. You can actually include the kids in this. Is that right?
You sure can.
How would my kid even think about doing something so scary? Come on.
Well, it's funny. I mean, kids, they think a little bit less than we do about it. They just kind of go with the instruction. As young as 6 is what we offer, and they come in and they listen to the instructor, and they get up there and maybe they're a little quiet at first, but once they realize, hey, this is working out okay, I'm not going anywhere but where I'm supposed to, they just listen and join in and make it work for themselves.
What happens when you fall?
you fall into this net. We have you in a safety belt, which is attached to safety lines, which one of our incredibly strong instructors will be holding on to a line.
Strong and cute.
There you go.
I'm just throwing it in there.
We try, you know. But yeah, so I mean, basically we have you where we need you to be, and if you, as soon as you let go of that bar, we bring you down to the net safely and you bounce, and it's a good time.
Wow, so you're not only in New York though, right?
Nope.
Where else can you get this class?
We have 4 other locations. We have Boston, DC, Chicago, LA, and then of course in New York. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So wherever you are, Mom, there is a trapeze school next to you. So make sure you check it out. Nolan, thank you so much. I am excited about my class.
Yeah,
Shall we get going?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hi. My God.
Keep those in front of you. Alright, now bring your shoulders back a little bit. Stay right there. Alright, now all you have to do is keep your body in this position. Lock into the bar. Nice and easy. Keep your hips forward. I got you. Very nice job. Grab that bar. Now bring the bar higher. Good. Alright, here we go. Ready, bend your knees. Cut a little hop. Jump. Both hands straight.
Woo! All right, here I go for my last attempt to twirl like an acrobat in the sky. Wish me luck.
Reach out straight, so stand up tall. Like straight, so push your hips out forward and move forward. And more, and more, and more. That's it. Bar. Left hand on the bar. That's good. Ready. Hep. Expect don't move. Round the bar. Round the bar. Good job. Hands off down. Both hands. Good. Up. Back to the bar. Put your hands around the outside of your legs.
Sorry.
Back behind you. Back behind you. Kick forward. Back. Forward. Ready?
I did it! I did it! I did it!
Better with each time.
Yes, it does! I did it!
Good work.
Thank you.